Before we get into the intro, I just want to quickly say the reason why I'm using the Kenya Moore intro is because for those of you who supports the Real Housewives of Atlanta and Kenya Moore, and you are aware that all she was doing was looking out for her girl Sheree. You know, she was looking out for her girl, but then Martell decided to be disrespectful, and we already know what happened after that. She let him have it, okay? So that's the only reason why I'm using her intro. I just didn't want you all being confused. I clicked on the Peter Thomas in the Martell video. What is Kenya doing in here? Walking in slow motion in the intro. Just had to give you the reason why I'm using her intro, but let's get into it.
She's at a place in her life where peace is a priority and negativity cannot exist. She's no longer matching energy. She's simply removing herself from any situation that doesn't vibrate her soul. So if you start moving funny, she's moving on.
What's up, my Fina love? Sisters Fina D coming to you all from Fina Tima News.
She's an icon, she's a legend, and she is the moment.
Before we get into Peter Thomas' response, let's get into why he was arrested. So Peter Thomas was arrested on several misdemeanor charges, including driving under the influence of alcohol, driving with an expired tag, driving without a license, goodness, no proof of insurance, my lord, failure to maintain lane, and violation of a traffic control device.
Damn. I'm sorry.
Thomas was released a few hours after that arrest, but upon his release, there are conditions, okay? Basically, he cannot drink alcohol for now. You know, any drugs, marijuana, all of that cannot do. He's obligated to undergo random alcohol and drug tests and is prohibited from owning any firearms, okay? He must also notify the court 7 days in advance if he plans to change his residence. Of course, Peter Thomas hopped on Instagram and he posted a video and he wrote in a caption, "Thanks to everyone that's truly concerned about me. Love ya," and let's get into his video.
People, my phone is blowing up. Oh my God. Everybody's calling me. I'm wondering what's going on. And then I realized it's the DUI thing that happened last week Wednesday. I refuse to blow. I spent the night in the hospital because my blood pressure was so high. And they told me I had to turn myself on in because there was going to be a warrant, so I did so. Turn myself in, bailed myself out 3 hours. Thank you, Cobb County. You guys was hospitable. But I'm taking that one all the way. All the venues and all the years I've been in this game, I've never been arrested for DUI. I'm mindful about that. I got a little brother that got killed because of drunk driving, so I'm extremely mindful about that. But thank you guys. In case you was wondering if I'm currently locked up since that came up, no, I'm not. Okay? Love y'all though.
Also left a caption on the video, "Y'all love bad news, laughing face emojis. As a responsible vendor, I am responsible." And for those of you who had a difficult time hearing Peter, in summary, he's saying that he refused to take the breathalyzer test, and because of that, they said they were going to put a warrant out for his arrest, so he turned himself in. He said that basically his blood pressure was high, and that's the reason why all of this happened, and that's the reason why he was driving a certain way. It had nothing to do with alcohol, and that he had a brother who passed away, may his soul rest in peace, due to a drunk driver. So because of that history, he would never ever put himself or anyone in that situation. He wasn't under the influence when he was driving, and he spent the night in the hospital. And when they told him about the warrant and all of that, he peacefully and calmly turned himself in and was out of there within a few hours. He bailed himself out and all of that. So people are upset, saying that Peter is not taking accountability for his actions, but that's his story, he says, and he's sticking to it. The reason why all of this happened is because he was driving a certain way due to high blood pressure, and he refused to take the test. And if you refuse to take the test, they have every right to arrest you or do whatever else they have to do. And that's his story. Then the people said, what about the other things? Insurance, suspended license, your tax, all of that. What about all of the other things, okay? We're sorry you ended up in the hospital. We're praying for you. But what about all of that? And listen, Peter said this happened last week. Why is it coming out now? And listen, I just pray for the man, and I hope that he can get better, because if it was really that and he's not taking accountability, then he absolutely need help, because one of the first steps to get help is acknowledging that you have a problem and then taking accountability. So if you can't even do that, then there's a long road ahead. But Peter said that's not what happened. So, hey, I just pray for the man. More reports came out, okay? Basically, he was weaving in and out of traffic, okay, with an expired tag. And when the police followed him and pulled him over, they detected a strong odor of an alcoholic beverage coming from his car, and that he had watery, glassy, and bloodshot eyes. Now, they are saying, though, that after some field sobriety tests, Peter was placed under arrest for DUI. They said he agreed to a blood test, but when he and the cops arrived at the hospital, they said he changed his mind. So there's conflicting stories here. Peter is saying he denied, the test. He didn't do it. They're saying he did that one, but it's the blood test that he refused. So whatever it is, like I said, I wish him well, and I'm praying for him, because he did say that he was in the hospital for high blood pressure as well. Peter Thomas' ex-wife, Cynthia Bailey, is somewhere thinking, now why am I in it? Because Peter Thomas have his own name. He's been around for a long time. He can stand on his own name. Get it? Adding Cynthia's name, I mean, they were married, so I completely understand. Now let's get into the question, storyline, Boo, Martell, and why did he get arrested? So it was reported that Martell got arrested for domestic violence. He was arrested on Tuesday on third-degree domestic violence and harassing communications, according to his jail records. Now, he is out of jail. He posted his bond, all of that. And his attorney did release a statement. So let's get into that. Okay, so Martell adamantly denies any intentional harm or harassment towards the accuser. We believe that these allegations are the result of a misunderstanding, and we are confident that the legal process will ultimately vindicate Mr. Holt. So for Martell, it's an ongoing investigation, and we shall see. But when Kenya did all of this, it's not that Kenya wasn't aware that Martell and Sheree were, faking it or storyline, all of that. She was simply just looking out for her girl. Like every other day, there's something, okay? There's something. So yes, I understand you desperately need the money to pay Chateau. She can't pay, but not at the expense where you are putting yourself in situations or connecting with people who are always in some mess. You know what I'm saying? Even the other guy. I mean, prison? Really? That really? You know what I'm saying? Like, yes, people change their lives around. Second chances, all of that. I'm here for it. But to know someone did something and to attach yourself all in the name of a storyline. And Kenya is aware, listen, I've dated some people too that I'm not, over here smiling about. And so I'm just looking out for you, girl. Like, why are you attaching yourself? It is not that serious. And there she was putting on for the camera. But regardless, I wish both men the best, especially Peter Thomas. He's been stressed financially and just a lot going on over there. high blood pressure, all of that. Man, being in a hospital, that's just too much. So I pray for his health and all of that. Even though I said I'm playing a Kenya Moore intro because I mentioned her name, if you really listen to the background music and they're talking about spirit lead me, these men need some leading and guidance and all of that. So the intro goes perfectly anyways. I wish them the best. I'm wishing all of you well and take
My loves, thank you all for your love and support. If you're not subscribed to the channel, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Go ahead and leave this video a thumbs up. Also turn on notifications so when I do post, you're aware that I posted. And I will see you all in the comment section. Remember to always have the God bless attitude, which is being positive at all times and seeing the good in every situation. Have a great day, guys. God bless.